everyone, my name is Brother Franz Docto. I belong to a religious congregation, the Society of Jesus. This is my 6th year in Jesuit formation and I'm currently assigned here in Xavier University, Ateneo de Cagayan in Cagayan de Oro City. I'm currently teaching Christian humanism to senior high students. To begin my sharing, let me give you a picture of how I see my relationship with God. I can describe my relationship with God as a journey towards a horizon. It's always ongoing because it's dynamic, always moving. And as I see myself slowly move towards to see that horizon, the horizon keeps on receding as well. I know God, and yet God remains to be a mystery to me all at once. Nevertheless, God is slowly revealing Himself to me in every part of my journey, even if I don't fully understand God. I started my journey to know God personally when I joined YFC in 2005. I had my youth camp the summer before my freshman year in college. I was not really interested even 2 years into my membership kasi feeling ko jologs yung crowd. But then I was assigned to be the chapter head. At that time, I think wala na silang choice because I was the eldest, tapos anak pa ako ng CFC. But I think that my active participation in Youth for Christ started there. My journey to know God became a journey to enter in a relationship with Him, especially when I served as a chapter head, and then eventually campus-based sector head, and then OSYH. After some years of discernment, after graduation, and after some years of work, I eventually decided to work full-time for YFC. Throughout those years, I've experienced God's unveiling to me in different ways. First, through the people. Ang daming friends, support system nandyan, and a sense of belongingness to a bigger family. Second, the mission. That even as a young person, I felt that I share in God's mission in being and bringing Christ to other people. Naalala ko pa yung vision. And third, being a youth for Christ opened me to have a personal relationship with God. A relationship that goes beyond the affirmations I get from people. A relationship that goes beyond the joys of singing worship songs. A relationship that led me to a more familiarity with God, even if there were plenty of moments when I did not understand God. Also, this growing sense of familiarity created a spark of desire in me to know God even more. Di ba pag in love ka, gusto mo mas makilala mo pa yung taong minamahal mo? Ganun din ako sa Diyos. God was familiar and yet a mystery that I wanted to know God all the more. I wanted to push further on my journey towards that horizon. And so I did. I shared the mission of YFC. I signed up to study theology when it was offered by CFC. And eventually, finding myself discerning for a religious life. And now, I am here. All these things because I was driven to know God who loves me and whom I love. Youth for Christ is instrumental in discovering my vocation because it's in YFC that I slowly recognized how God has been calling me to love Him. It's in the small things, worship, households, assemblies, conferences, fellowships, everything has been drawing me closer to God, calling me to love God. And just to be clear, worship, households, assemblies, conferences, fellowships are not the end in themselves. No, they are ways of how God is calling us to love Him. An authentic relationship with God goes beyond all of these things. God is there when everything is stripped off, left to bare essentials. In the quiet, we hear the call of God to whatever. And isn't that the essence of vocation? Vocation is ultimately a call to love. And isn't love a powerful drive that keeps us all moving forward, even if things are uncertain? We know God's plan, and at the same time, we don't know God's plan. To end, I'd like to mention again that my relationship with God is a journey towards a horizon. It's always ongoing, always moving towards that horizon. I get to know God every single day, while God remains to be a mystery still until now. And so I invite you, YFCs, SFCs, or even our titos and titas in CFC, to be patient in your own personal journeys. We can never fully know God's plan, but that does not mean that His plan is not knowable.